guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time, since I have filmed a video or uploaded one. I'm like staring at my eyebrows. Anyway, as you can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be an eyebrow look. So yeah, so I haven't filmed in a long time. And then I was like thinking, what video do I want to film next? And while I was thinking about this, I was like looking at my eyebrows and I was like, oh, I need to do my eyebrows. They were not nearly this bad at the time. But then I thought, oh, maybe I should do that online. Maybe some people would like to see like how I groom my eyebrows, because normally in my makeup videos, I usually skip past that. So then I was like, yeah, let's do that. And then I kept growing them out. So they are full blown, like, do you guys see that? I have not looked like this since probably like the 5th grade. So this is going to be waxing, a little bit of waxing, a little bit of plucking, and filling in. To start off, I use these wipes. These are such good wipes. These are by the brand, I think you say Cosas. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I love these. This is the cleansing spa water wipes. So, I mean, if it's first thing in the morning, obviously just wash your face and make sure you have, if you're going to wax, make sure you have nothing on. Like, don't put like moisturizer on or anything. You just want bare skin. That way the wax can really adhere and take out that hair. But if it's been like, you know, I don't know, if you're going into your day, just use a wipe so you have like fresh skin, or rewash your face, whatever. Also really fast, look, okay, so you guys can see my little, can you see that? My little sign? So I changed the saying. It had like Happy New Year on there forever, but I changed the saying. It says, your eyebrow lady can ruin your life faster than a man could. Died. I died. I just thought that was so funny. Anyways, okay, I'm going to go ahead and jump into this video. If you want to see how I go from this to this, then keep on watching. Okay, so starting off first, we're going to start with wax. I'm going to do this eyebrow. I feel like everyone has a good eyebrow, and then I'm not going to say a bad eyebrow, but they have an eyebrow that doesn't work with them as much. That's this one for me. And this one's also higher. This one's higher and this one's lower. I don't know. I just feel like this one just, I don't know, it just works with me more. So I'm going to do this one on camera, obviously. So starting off with the wax, this is what I use to wax. This is the Clean Plus Easy wax strips. I get mine at Sally's. So this is what it looks like. Because it's the body strips, they come like this. So this is for obviously like your legs, your arms, like just anywhere on your body. But I like the big sheets like this because then I can cut them to the size that I want. So I like to use small little sizes like this. This is like a long one, and then I'll sometimes cut them in half like this. So what I do first, and I typically will wax here and then sometimes here, and then I will pluck down here. So when I'm waxing the top, I always comb my brows all the way down. So I comb them all the way down, just so you have like, I don't know, so you can kind of see where you're lining it up. And I always place it in the direction. So this little part where you're ripping should be in the direction of your hair, because you want to rip against the direction, against the grain of the hair. So I'm going to place this right there. I'm going to place that right there. I don't know if you guys can see, you probably can't, but through this I can see some hairs. And so I'm going to press that wax strip on there. And I just kind of like rub it in. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know if this actually does anything, but it feels like the heat, I don't know, helps it. So I'll just leave that on there for a second. Oh, here they are. I lost my little ones. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna leave that on there. And then after a couple of seconds or so, you don't want to wait too long, what I like to do is I like to hold the skin tight right here And then I'm going to rip this way. Like that, if you guys can see. So a pretty clean line. Okay, and if hair grosses you out, I'll give you a second. Look away. I'll show you guys the hair, if you can see. Can you see that? How gnarly is that? Crazy. Okay. Okay, the hair is gone. For those of you that don't like to see it, you can look back. All right. So that is that. Now I'm going to do the same thing right here. So we want to, when you're pressing, press with the grain of the hair or with the growth of the hair. So press this way. I'm pressing up because this hair grows up. And when I rip in the opposite way. So I'm going to rip that off. I'm not going to show you guys anymore. You already saw one. And then rip that way. The nice part about waxing, especially like the forehead area for me, is all those little tiny, tiny hairs that it's hard to pluck. The wax should pick them up. So that is that. And then this is just a piece of like there's no wax on it. It's just that like paper that you use. And I use this just to like take off any excess wax. Yeah, hopefully you guys can see the difference between the top of this one and the top. It just looks more clean. Okay, so now for the actual tweezing. So for the tweezing, I like to comb up. So take just a clean spoolie and just comb up. Now, if you are not good with lines, like kind of just visualizing lines, then what I suggest would be to take a pencil, an eyebrow pencil, and basically, I'm not going to do it, but draw a line wherever you want your eyebrow to like end. Whatever, basically draw out borders for yourself. Not like super, super harsh. I just spit, sorry. But draw out, like sketch a little. I guess I could do it. Let me just do it. Hang on. So hopefully I'm in a shot here. Okay. So you want to draw out like give yourself guidelines. Draw a line. If it helps, you can fill in your eyebrow a little bit. Just to help like visualize, like this is what I want my finished eyebrow to look like. Okay, so that's pretty much as I would draw out if I was doing this. And I do this sometimes. I don't really do it all the time, but it is super helpful to do this. So I draw out basically that guideline, and then what I'll do is I will just take my tweezers, which, yeah, I definitely forgot to bring over. That's okay, I'll just take these. This is a really old pair of tweezers I have that have cute little rhinestones. And basically, I'll just take my tweezers and then I will go in and pluck everything that's not within that border that I drew for myself. So I'll just go through and just pluck and pluck. So that's honestly what I would do. I would just kind of go through and pluck all of these hairs, which I'm going to do right now. You guys, I'm not going to make you watch that. So I'm going to go ahead and pluck my hair. I'm going to go get my other pair of tweezers because they're sharper, and I will be right back. So I'm back now. I went ahead and finished plucking. Now I'm not going to lie, you can kind of see it right here where I'm a little bit red when I like pulled, but I did go in with the other half of that little strip, and I did it like right here just because, like I said, I've been growing at my brows for this video, and so it was like growing a colony over here. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna do a little wax. But you can see what I mean. It's like, it's really, like the skin is just really sensitive underneath there. But I used another wipe, and I went ahead and took off the pencil, my Benefit pencil that I had used. just because I wanted you guys to see the difference just by itself from the eyebrow that's done. Don't mind the redness because it's definitely getting red. But the eyebrow that's done versus the eyebrow that's not. So just without even filling in your eyebrows, look, can you guys see the difference? It's crazy. Like, you just look so much more groomed. Like, just with plucking hair. It's amazing. But yeah, this is so far one brow groomed and the other one not. So I'm going to go ahead off camera. I'm going to do this one, put on a little makeup, and then I'll come back on when I'm ready to just fill them in, just so I can show you guys how that's done. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So I will be right back again. Okay, I'm back. This eyebrow has been waxed, plucked, and already filled in. And I waxed off too much. I should have shown you guys what it looks like without filling it in. Even when I like put the wax strip on and I was like pressing it down, I was looking at it and I was just like, I think I put this too low because this eyebrow is naturally higher. So I was trying to like even them out, which you shouldn't do. I mean, within reason, but not really, because no one's eyebrows, I feel like, are perfect. I mean, maybe someone out there has perfectly symmetrical eyebrows, but I feel like the average person doesn't. I definitely do not. And so I was trying to, I naturally, when I put the strip on, I naturally put it a little lower. I put it too low this time. And then I was like, anyway, whatever, it's fine. That's why, thank goodness, we have eyebrow pencils. So I'll just do this until it grows back. Yeah, so that's the story with that. Hopefully, I don't know how bad this looks. I mean, now that I have, that I drew some in on the top, I just sketched a little bit. It doesn't look terrible, not in person. Hopefully when I go back to edit this, it won't look that bad. But yeah, so I filled this one in, and I will do this one really fast for you guys. So what I typically do is I go really light around this part of the brow, and sometimes I can go a little bit heavier, you know, on the end. So I'm just going to show you, and I kind of showed you guys, I mean, it's kind of similar to what I did when I was showing you how to give yourself border, like a border for plucking. It's pretty much the same thing. I guess I do kind of draw a line now that I'm thinking about it. But what I will do is, so instead of drawing just a straight line sometimes, like I might draw it a little bit straight, but then I'll go up into the areas where I'm missing hair. So like right here. So I kind of go up like this. I have a little like bald spot right there, and so I'll just kind of fill that in. And I just try to fill in really just any bald spots. And then last step is using a gel. So this is the Great Lash by Maybelline. This is a really inexpensive brow gel. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money on brow gel, I don't remember how much this costs, but I feel like maybe $5. But that's not my favorite. This is my favorite. So this is by Givenchy. This is the Mr. Brow Groom. You've probably heard me talk about this. Maybe. But yeah, I think I've been using this for like 2 years. I love this stuff. It just holds your brows in place. So if you want that bushy, like, you know, runway, bushy eyebrow look, you can kind of like brush the hairs up and it will stay in place. It's amazing. So I will just take some on here and just brush through. And I usually brush these the bottom half kind of down and out, I guess. And then the hairs in the front around here, I usually kind of stand them up. Okay, so that is pretty much my eyebrow routine, like grooming from start to finish. Now, I did want to mention really fast, once you're done grooming, so plucking, waxing, if you do both, you're going to want to put something on top of your skin, definitely before you wear makeup. Honestly, I would recommend if you are going to, let's say, I don't know, if you have to go somewhere like a wedding or an event, or you just, you know, I don't know, you just want to wear makeup, try to do any type of grooming or waxing the night before. And then, you know, really, you know, put your skincare on and masks or creams, whatever you want, just to really nourish your skin and give it a chance to kind of like heal, because it's kind of, I mean, it's not really that abrasive, but it kind of is. You're like ripping hair out of your roots. So especially with waxing. So yeah, I would just give your skin a chance to like be, but if you have to wear makeup after, like right after you wax, definitely put on some type of face oil or cream, that you trust, that's good ingredients, that's good for your skin. So I did this off camera, but this is a brand called Neo Cutis, and this is their eye cream. So I use this underneath my eye, but I pretty much just put this all around anywhere where I felt like there would be open pores. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see. It's kind of like bright packaging. I'll link it below. So yeah, and this is a medical grade skincare brand, so I really trust them, and I've been using them for years, so I know that my skin does really well with it. So I use that first, and then, and I know I've talked about this too, I basically did like a makeshift tinted moisturizer. So this is by Obagi. This is the Hydrate Facial Moisturizer, and same thing, it is a medical grade skincare brand. So again, really good ingredients. Again, I've been using it for years, so I trust it, and I know that my skin does really well with this. And then I mixed it with the Cosas Tinted Face Oil. So it is, I mean, I think this is kind of like marketed as just as much of a foundation as it is like an oil treatment for your skin. So there's like, I want to say, and it doesn't say on the package anywhere, but I want to say it was like 5 oils in here. And of course the coloring, and I'm 7.5. But I'll link it below if you're interested, but it's supposed to be like a clean, one of those, like this brand in general, it's supposed to be like one of those like really good clean brands with good ingredients. So I basically just mixed these two, and that was the base that I put on, because I wanted everything that I was putting directly on my skin to be like nourishing and good for it. So yeah, I did want to mention that, but I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about. If I missed something, or if you have any questions specifically about waxing or tweezing or products or just whatever, leave it in the comments below, because I definitely want to make sure I'm covering everything. But yeah, other than that, if you guys liked the video, if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.